This is can be entitled "Important Life Lessons." These are just things you should always keep in mind whenever you're going through life. The first one is never judge a book by its cover. You never know what someone is like until you talk to them and go up and meet them for the first time. So never make assumptions. Never try to judge someone based on assumptions because they're not true and they don't hold any factual accuracy. Until you really have I'll say the second point. The second point is until you've really been around someone long enough to establish or create a valuable and or valued perspective, you don't really have the proper viewpoint to be judging them and their behavior more specifically, because you don't know how they act around other people. You don't really know how they are in real life necessarily, because they might just be acting a certain way around you, or they might be acting differently because of you or around you. So you never really know how they are socially if you haven't socialized with them a lot. I'll say. The third thing, you should never know what that person is capable of until you've kind of heard about their achievements or heard about them in real life, but from like the true perspective, I'll say, of someone who truly has evaluated them or can evaluate them based on that exact metric or on something similar or has seen them in performance. So if you're trying to say someone can't do something and someone has seen them try to do this thing, but hasn't been able to do it, that could be at least an indicator of their possible ability in that exact category, but not in other things because those aren't necessarily correlated. So if someone can't throw a baseball, it doesn't mean they can't lead the country and can't be the president, because those things are not correlated in my opinion. That has no, I don't know. I'll just make another example. I'll say if someone does not wear hats, it does not mean that they're not necessarily stylish. I see a lot of people on Instagram that do not wear hats. Also, on a third note, not everything that you know about someone is necessarily true, because what you think about a person is not necessarily who that person is, it's just how you view that person. So keep that in mind as you're trying to establish a viewpoint on a person versus knowing a person's true self. So those three things, if you keep in mind and also keep yourself in mind and how you fit in with the world and everyone's perspectives, I think you'll do well. But know that everyone on earth has a different opinion entirely than you. Know that everyone on earth views things differently. Know that everyone on earth has different experiences and those shape their opinions and their viewpoints. And know that everyone on earth values different kinds of viewpoints. So if you're trying to find someone to talk about these things with, find maybe a focus group or some area where they just talk about things specifically and see if you can talk it out and maybe have a useful or viable discussion on the topic. Anyway, that's all I have to say. So have a good day and peace out. I'm Jonathan.